Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukeness Monster. Today I'll be reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series, Ben Kenobi, Tibidon Station, of course, from the Disney Plus show Kenobi. So this is actually a Target exclusive and is basically just a repaint of one of the other versions of Obi-Wan we did get. But anyway, taking a close look at the packaging, we do have this amazing artwork. I'm really loving how this looks. We also do have the space camel in the background, looking pretty cool. I also just love the color for the Kenobi box art. It's like this mix between like a blue and a purple, and it looks really cool. I'm digging the color scheme as well. But this is number 6 in the Kenobi line. We do have another one of those nice artworks there on the back, as well as the bio. You can go ahead and pause it if you would like and read it. But yeah, pretty interesting bio there. But yeah, not a whole lot going on with the box. Let's go ahead, get this guy open, and take a closer look. Alrighty, so here we have Obi-Wan out of the box, and I gotta say, I am absolutely loving this version of the outfit. Now, I do have to say the cloak and backpack are a pain to get on and actually look good. It took me about 30 minutes to get the backpack on his back, actually looking good with the cloak underneath. So that will take some time and some effort, but if you put a little bit of that into it, you can make it look really, really nice, and I think it turned out pretty good the way that I got it looking. But yeah, I do really love the the cloak backpack combo. I think it looks really cool, and it's a nice addition to this figure. So yeah, let's go ahead, get him off of this spinny stand and take a closer look. Alrighty, so taking a closer look at this figure, really cool that the lightsaber blade is actually removable, and the hilt can be pegged onto his belt like so. So really gotta love the ability to do that. I'm going to go ahead, set this off to the side for right now, and we'll go ahead and look at articulation. But real quick, I do want to take a look at this backpack. So because this did take me so long to get on his back looking good, I will not be removing the backpack for the review, but I did kind of want to show it off here. So there are two little pegs here that can be undone, and you can open the backpack, and there is a ton of storage room in there, so you can put whatever you want in there. I wish they would have maybe included something to put in there, but they didn't, so not a big deal, but it does give you options if you wanted to, so I do really like that. But anyway, moving into articulation, he does have a ball joint at the top of the neck and at the bottom of the neck. The cloak really does cover up the neck altogether, but a ton of articulation at the head. You're not going to have a lot of trouble there. Moving on to the arms, even with the cloak there and the backpack, doesn't really get in the way. Still has a ton of articulation, can get all the way up in a T-pose, as well as past 90 at the elbows. So great articulation there. The wrists, actually, with the way the cuffs go around the wrist there, he does not have a ton of wrist articulation, which is a shame. I believe he does have a horizontal hinge on this side and a vertical hinge on that side, but there's not much articulation there at all, so it doesn't really matter. He does have a ball joint at the abdomen there, so that is pretty cool. This plastic piece here is actually an overlay, though, that goes over the figure's chest, which is interesting, but it's also kind of squishy, so it is a soft rubber. It's not gonna get in the way or anything, but really interesting that they decided to do that soft overlay. Anyway, moving on to the legs. Legs can kick up about that far. After that, the bottom of the shirt kind of starts to get in the way. And then he does have past 90 at the knees. Loving the pinless look on this figure. It's really nice. Then going on to the ankles, he does have a pivot at the ankles, as well as a rocker. So yeah, pretty solid articulation. This is the exact same body as the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan, just different paint. So yeah, pretty cool overall. Let's go ahead and look at some comparisons. So first up for comparisons, we actually do have the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan on the right, and we do have the Kenobi Darth Vader on the left. Both are amazing figures, and as you can definitely tell, these are the exact same figures. Only thing that is different is, of course, he has the blue shirt on this one and the black gloves, and then of course he does have a different robe and the backpack. So yeah, other than that, it's the exact same mold, so pretty cool. I do think that the paint on this guy's face does look better. I think he has a better face on that one, so that's interesting. But yeah, you can definitely see the height difference between Darth Vader and the Kenobis. Darth Vader's a tall figure, so really glad they actually managed to get that into figure form. But yeah, these all look great together, and I do really wish that the blue shirt Kenobi got a little bit more screen time, because I'm loving how that one looks. Alrighty, so next up for comparisons, we do have the Episode 2 Attack the Clones Obi-Wan on the left, and then the Archive Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan on the right. Both are looking good, but I do have to say that Archive Obi-Wan is it's definitely poor. It needs an update. We need a brand new Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan head to toe, because that archive one is just not holding up anymore to today's standards, especially a figure like this brand new Ben Kenobi. So yeah, I think they all three look great together, but out of the three, the brand new Ben Kenobi is definitely the better of the three. But that Episode 2, Attack the Clones Obi-Wan, is pretty good as well. So they both have their pros and cons, but I think this one definitely looks amazing. Next up for comparisons, we do have two of the Inquisitors. We do have the third sister Reva on the right, and we do have the fifth brother on the left. I'm absolutely loving the Inquisitors from the Kenobi line. Inquisitors are some of my favorite figures in the line, so it's really nice to get more of these in the Kenobi show. But yeah, these ones are looking great, and I just wish that the blue shirt Kenobi got a little bit more screen time, and that we actually got to see him fight in that blue shirt. But really, we don't see a lot of action in that blue shirt, so this one is one of those kind of background figures when it comes to Obi-Wan, just because he doesn't do a lot in that outfit. So it's kind of a shame, but I do really like how it looks. And then last up for comparisons, we do have the Grand Inquisitor on the left, and then the standard Imperial Stormtrooper on the right. I think you could definitely tell the height difference between Kenobi and something like a Stormtrooper, because a Stormtrooper is a standard 6-inch figure, and so you can definitely tell that Kenobi's a little bit of a shorter figure, but that is accurate to the show, so I'm alright with that. It's pretty cool, and I think that it's just really nice to have these ones in figure form. So yeah, it's looking great. Let's go ahead and move on. So yeah, overall, I'm really loving this figure. This is an outfit that Obi-Wan barely kind of wears in the show. It gets very little screen time, but honestly, I'm fine with that. That's why this figure is an exclusive, and that's why it makes a great exclusive. It's not a, super popular outfit, but it's still one that deserves a figure, so I'm really glad that this figure got made. Even if it is an exclusive, it makes sense, and that's what exclusives are supposed to be. So this is a prime example of a perfect exclusive. And another thing is, I just think that this figure brings in a ton of the great articulation and paint apps that the original Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan had, but I think it does it in blue, and I think it looks great doing it. I also do love the accessories with that backpack and the soft goods robe. It just looks super cool, and it's a different version of Obi-Wan, but I really like how it looks. And comparing this to that Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan, I personally just like this one a little bit more. I don't know if it's the way the cloak sits on the figure, or if it's the backpack or what, or even if it's the blue shirt, but I just think that this one is slightly better than that Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan. And as lists of Obi-Wans goes, ranks, I'd have to put this at either number 1 or number 2. So I really do love this figure. I'd honestly probably give it the number 2 spot, right behind the Clone Wars clone armor Obi-Wan. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion, but I do really love this figure, and I'd highly recommend it to any of you guys. So overall, I give it a 5 out of 5, and let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. But if you did enjoy, the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.